So, how do you look at your weaknesses as if they're strengths? I couldn't believe that my weaknesses, or perceived weaknesses, are where my strength actually lies. What I've discovered is overcoming the weaknesses or the parts of myself that I don't like have actually helped me define what I really believe in or who I really am. Mostly, this helped me live the kind of life that I want to be and lead daily. What's really interesting about my life is so many of the things that I thought were broken and were wrong with me, and like a big personality, I'm loud, and some people find that obnoxious, and I make jokes when it's not appropriate, and I have a high volume in my voice. But interestingly enough, a lot of those things that seem like weaknesses are actually now my strengths, because I have to project my voice when I'm on stage. My quirky personality does well on stage. It might not always do well in one-on-one. But I've learned to take sort of these things that are what I thought were awful about myself and maybe not fit in and made me feel so different, have actually now created and carved into this mosaic of who I am. And actually now that I like that about myself, and it makes me other people uncomfortable sometimes, but that's still not my responsibility as long as I'm not doing anything hurtful or harmful to anybody. So are you willing to take a look at your perceived weaknesses that you have and find those nuggets of wisdom, truth, and strength that lie underneath? That's where the real joy is. And that's what fighting for your joy really is, and finding these ways which can shine. Even though the most challenging parts of ourselves might be hard to deal with, if we go underneath and look at that, we actually might find the beauty. Almost every amazing career I have and all the amazing opportunities I have usually come from some sort of weakness. Like my career in high tech is actually from being bedridden and having all these health problems. And that was my perceived weakness, that I was not a healthy person. My career in One Mama as the founder of that was the loss of a baby and all my emotional upheaval that came from that. That actually basically gave birth to that. My ability to be not any traditional in any sense has actually given me the opportunity to come up with all these social entrepreneurial creative ways to fund this charity. But if I had only looked at them as what I first looked at them as weaknesses, or there was something wrong with me, or I wasn't doing it the right way, I would have never really moved forward in life. And now really actually enjoy who I am and enjoy my quirkiness and can even laugh at it. So what I hope you do is you find that for yourself. How can you find what you feel like are your weaknesses and what's endearing about it? Or where can you nurture it? And where can it maybe even help bloom what your life purpose is and what you do to fight for your joy in such a bigger way within yourself and also in your life? I can't wait to hear all the joy stories and how you found your purpose and your life and how joy is at the core of it. So let me know how it goes.